Good morning friends and welcome to Sharekhan's pre-market update. Yesterday we saw a good rally across the global markets, especially the US markets, where there were positive statements which came out from the US Fed Chairman Yellen, where she has stated that she would continue to support continue to have monetary support to revive the US economy, and also the concerns as far as the Ukraine is concerned might get receded going ahead. So we saw good confidence coming back to the investors for the US markets, and we saw good buying happening yesterday where the Dow was up around 0.5% odd, and also the Nasdaq. The China PMI data came in around 50.1, and also we have seen a good rally happening across the Asian markets and the European markets also. Back home we have one of the biggest event which we are waiting forward to, the RBI monetary policy. Yes, there has been a concern as far as the rate is concerned, but we have seen that those concerns are now getting receded as we have seen the inflation data which is coming more or less in comfort with the RBI. So we might see a kind of a status quo in the RBI monetary policy today, which is the consensus estimate across. As far as the flows are concerned, we have seen the FIs continue to remain positive. Yesterday also they were positive to the tune of around 942 odd crores in the cash provision market, and the DI continue to remain negative to the tune of around 611 odd crores. Let's have a look at the derivative data to have a market view going ahead.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. On the festival of Gudi Padwa, yesterday market started the session with gap up opening and hit a lifetime high. But in mid markets, we have seen that sustained sell-off in FMCG and banking counters. Markets came off from the day side. But in last 1 hour of trade, we have seen that markets recovered from the day's low and finally started the session on positive note with a marginal gain of 0.16%. In this period, we have seen that long positions were accumulated by market participants as around 2.02 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures premium also increased from 33 points to 35 odd levels, and cost of carry also increased by 150 basis points. On the options front, PCR is increased from 0.87 to 0.93, which is clearly indicating that put option has added more number of shares than call option. We have seen that put option has added around 43 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 16 lakh shares in open interest, which is clearly visible in the options activity. As we can see, 6,600, 6,500 and 6,400 put option has seen a good amount of activity in open interest front, and on call strike of 6,700, yesterday added good number of shares in open interest. As global markets are trading closed at high levels, US markets closed at high levels, Asian markets are trading in positive. Singapore Nifty is also up by 22 points, so we may see a marginal gap up opening in Indian markets too. Our intraday support would be 6735, resistance would be 6800, and yesterday FIs were net sellers of approximately 170 odd crores in future and option segment. Overall, bias for the market is positive as we are trading our weekly VWAP of 6685, so this might act as a good support on closing basis. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's have a look at some of the actionable ideas for today based on the news that have come out. First and foremost, a very positive news for the media industries, where the TRAI has notified 27.5% hike in the cable tariff in two phases. TRAI has increased the non-addressable tariff by 15% effective 1st April. With the hikes in the cable, digital plus analog tariffs, we can expect the DTH players also to hike their tariffs in the coming months. So we recommend to go long in Hathway. The stop loss of 237 and targeting 249 and 253. Similarly, DEN Networks, the stop loss of 187, you can target 197 and 200. On the other news, a large US-based strategic acquirer is in the fairly advanced talks to buy majority shares in Educom Solutions as its founder seeks to restructure the debt-laden company. The potential acquirer may invest around $300 million, which is around 1,800 odd crores. So we recommend to go long on Educom with a stop loss of 24.50 and get target around 26.50. Kalpataru Power has bagged orders worth nearly 700 odd crores. The company has secured a contract worth around 350 crores from Power Grid Corporation Supply and erect 765 kV double circuit Solapur Aurangabad transmission line of around 140 kilometers in Maharashtra. So we recommend to go long in Kalpataru with a stop loss of 93, targeting 99.5. IRB Infra, the MSRDC, has increased the Mumbai-Pune Expressway toll by 18%. The car drivers will now have to shell out rupees 195 one way on the 95 kilometers expressway instead of 165 that they have been paying for the past 3 years. So we recommend to go long in IRB Infra with stop loss of 101, targeting 106 and 108. Some of the stocks that we like from the intraday perspective, and with the positive bias, Titan Industries, Axis Bank and Bharti, and on the negative bias, Dr. Reddy and Crompton. Friends, some of the key events for today, as I already mentioned, that we have RBI monetary policy today, and the status quo is something which is expected and which is consistent expectations across the states. And on the other news, we have petrol price, which has been cut by around 75 paise per litre, the first reduction that we have seen in 5 months, while the already unpopular monthly hike in the diesel rates was put off during the election season. So the price reduction excludes the local tax or the VAT. On the other news, Finance Minister P. Chidambaram has indicated that the government may ease restrictions on the gold imports after tomorrow's monetary policy by RBI, as the current account deficit has moderated to about $35 billion. Some relaxations were made a few days ago when more banks were allowed to import gold. Zee Entertainment is foraying into the music label business. As per the media news, Zee Entertainment is foraying into the music label business with its new venture, Zee Music Company. The new label will acquire the music rights of over 20 major movies in the financial year 2014-15. And the Supreme Court has appointed the former Australian Supreme Court Judge James Jacob as the third neutral arbiter, as a dispute over the gas price hike between the government and the Reliance Industries. Now, with this step, the neutral arbitrator is expected to give an unbiased decision, and the uncertainty over the issue should end. Vodafone has announced a partial tariff hike. Now, Vodafone's Mumbai subscribers will have to pay as much as 20% more for calls they make to other networks. This is a positive read-through across all telecom companies. And other news, KEC International has entered into an agreement for sale of its freehold land at measuring more than 7.3 acres at the rate of rupees 29 crore per acre with the Arden Properties Private Limited, a 100% subsidiary of Tata Housing Development Company Limited. The land is located at Pokhran Road number 2, village Majivera, Taluka and district Thane. Hence, the auto numbers are likely to come out for the previous month, and some of the expectations that we have for Tata Motors is a fall of around 36.6% year-on-year standalone. For Mahindra & Mahindra, they're expecting an total automotive to decrease by 12.8% year-on, and total tractors they're expecting a rise of around 12.5%. Similarly, for Maruti, they're expecting a 3% fall year-on-year. Ashok Leyland to minus 28% year-on-year, and Escorts 2.3% growth year-on-year. For two-wheelers, we have Bajaj Auto, Hero MotoCorp and TVS Motors, which are likely to come out with the numbers. And that's it, friends, from the advisory Sharekhan's pre-market action. Thanks and have a nice trading day.